Hey, welcome back to another Fanboys. I'm here today again with Steve and Susan and Mikey. Steve and I are the comic book geeks, and Mikey and Susan are the normal people. We call them Mundies.
Relatively.
They're so mundane.
Mondays.
Over the break, we were deciding what we're going to discuss next. We came to decide we're going to talk about Idiocracy. It's a kind of a lesser-known movie by Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead and Office Space. It was dropped by Fox before it had a theatrical release because they thought some people, I guess, would be offended by it. Basically, it states that smart people are going to die out because stupid people keep breeding.
True. So true. It's
So,
happening.
what did you think of the flick? What was the best?
The first 5 minutes where they basically set that whole premise up, I thought was the funniest part. It was hilarious. Like, then it just went like insane, and it had its funny moments, but like it was just too over the top for me. Like
The omniscient narrator throughout the whole thing.
that was
Yeah, well, he was okay. Basically, this guy is like the most average guy in the world, gets put into suspended animation, wakes up like 500 years in the future where he's like the most genius person on
That's what
earth.
lost me. The future was insane.
Like, the president is like this guy named Racho Camacho, a wrestler. Like, the English language is degraded to a mixture of ghetto and and hillbilly.
Yeah.
People don't drink water anymore because it's just from the toilet. They drink Brondo.
Brondo, the thirst mutilator.
What's Brondo got?
What's Brondo got?
Brondo is chocked full of electrolytes.
What are
Vulgarly full of electrolytes.
What are electrolytes?
Electrolytes are what plants crave.
What is plant spray?
Plants crave Brondo.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
You know it. You know the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, anyone that's ever been... Come on. I know you hated it, but... Have you never been frustrated by a stupid person?
Hourly.
I think that's on
Oh,
my list
on
of things
TV?
I hate.
Really?
That's my
Well,
number one
I
thing
could-
I hate. No, I didn't enjoy the movie. The second time we ever went out, you're like, I've got this movie, you've got to watch it. And we're sitting here, and I'm just like, I better like this guy because this is horrible. and you know it's a true story.
And you still didn't run away.
And I still didn't run away. I know.
It's impressive.
And then the whole time he's like, "So what'd you think? Isn't it the funniest movie ever?" And I'm like, "Did you hear me laugh?" It was. It's. I don't know. I think it's geared towards a guy audience. I mean, I love comedies like that.
What's
but
the question they ask him when they give him the IQ test in the future?
I don't know. They had him like
Isn't it
trying to
something
put like a round peg in a square hole.
Well, he was the only one that could do that. But they ask him a question, something like, it's like, if you have 5 apples and 3 oranges,
How many
and you
apples
put
do you
them in
have?
a bucket, how many buckets do you have?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Let's see that clip.
Yeah, on the next show, we'll be having clips.
That'd be impressive.
All right. Back to comics. How about the Vertigo line? You turned me on a couple years ago to the Fables.
Yeah. Fabric. That's about the only one I read.
Give me
Like-
let's hear a little
Regularly.
description about it.
Well, that's where you got Mondays from.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole idea of Fables is like all the characters from all like the fairy tales and fables that you knew as a kid, like lived in their own little world. But at some point, one of them rose up into power and started taking over all the world and ruling them in like a massive totalitarian government. So they fled to the mundane world, where
It was Geppetto.
our world. Give it away. What if someone wants to read it?
It was Geppetto.
And then the boat sinks, as in like Pinocchio, Geppetto?
Yeah,
Pinocchio,
he's just
Like
Geppetto.
the puppet builder?
He winds up being a warmongering monster.
Interesting twist.
Yeah, it was supposed to be
quite a,
Peter Pan, but he was tied up in
quite a
like,
prick.
copyrights.
So you're supposed to what?
Peter Pan. You wanted Peter Pan to be the
See,
adversary.
that would have been perfect.
But like Snow White and the Big Bad Wolf wind up getting married and have like 7 cub babies.
No, not the
You would
worst.
think, wouldn't you?
Makes sense, man.
Then there's the character Jack of the Tails, breaks out like Little Jack Horner, Jack and the Beanstalk,
Jack and Jill.
Jack Frost. Yeah, he's the same guy, and he's a cad.
A cad. What is
he's
this,
a rogue.
1930s?
He's a rogue.
He's a cad.
He's a scoundrel. All right, what comic book or something that I've liked that introduced you to that you actually did like?
Persepolis was one of my favorites.
Yeah, what's that about?
Persepolis. Oh gosh. Where's she from? I can't remember.
It's one of your favorites and you can't remember.
No, it is one of my favorites, but I can't remember where she's from. But Islam. Oh, okay. She's from Islam, and it's
Autobiography.
It's an autobiography. What? You can tell.
No, no, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. Finish what you had to say.
Well, it's been a while since I read it, and I think I forgot some of it. No, and I'm in. Do I still have to tell about that, Persepolis?
Anything else that comes to mind?
No, The Last Man is what I'm reading now, and I'm into it.
Why The Last Man?
Why The Last Man? Yeah, that's
That's
really
gonna.
good.
Doesn't that be an option for a movie?
That's
Yeah.
actually right on my mind, so I know
Shia LaBeouf.
more about it than the Persepolis.
Why is he so like the man?
Mouse
right
was
now?
good too.
Mouse was Mouse Pulitzer Prize winning Mouse.
Well, one of the girls I bartend with, her boyfriend made her read Watchmen, and she said that she liked that.
Oh,
My roommate went and bought Watchmen, and she loved it.
the
And she
Watchmen
doesn't
movie
read.
coming out
Are
is.
you gonna read Watchmen?
I will. I have a stack of things that he gives me, and they're sitting by my bed, and it's like this thick, and every day it's another one, and
Do you have to write like reports on them?
no.
Yeah,
You're quizzed every morning.
one page summary. I can tell if she didn't read it. And
He's
she
like, you got the cliff notes.
Single
This paper."
spacing.
single spacing, one page. Put
Who
your name in the upper
watches-
right, not the upper left.
The Watchmen.
That's the question, isn't it?
Everybody's gonna watch The Watchmen. No, it's a huge blockbuster movie coming out from Zack Snyder, same guy that did 300 and the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's gonna be just absolutely dope. Comes out in March. It's gonna blow you away. Look it up. Check out the trailer. It's gonna be the next big
Well,
thing.
anyone that saw Bond saw the new trailer, so they were playing that in front of.
Bond. Wow, what a disappointment.
I liked Bond.
The Bond Identity. It's a Bourne movie. It's a Jason Bourne. Like
Well,
James
I don't-
Bond isn't just. I mean, he's got cool gadgets. and
You
yeah, he
took
gets-
that
he
off
gets
the
some nice-
internet.
The internet took it off me. All right, you give me something. What do you know?
On topic?
Yeah,
Oh.
you got about 15 seconds. What do you know?
Comic book related here. Honestly, you've never really shoved one in my face and made me read it. I'm kind of waiting for it.
All right. Well, when we come back from this next break, I'll be thinking about something to shove in his face and make him read.
Brando.